I'm sorry, could you describe the smell?
Like some horrible monster was turned inside out and then exploded. What did you do?
It was a minor miscalculation. I've already corrected it for future experiments.
This is why people have a problem with your college, Nellikar.
Ranmir beg a drink from you yet? That's gold wasted, friend. He owes this tavern enough coin to burn it down, build it back up, then burn it down again just for laughs. He's had some troubles in his life, but I can't have him drinking here without at least paying back some of the coin he owes. Go right ahead. He just might be sober enough to listen to you. You mean the inn or Winterhold? Suppose it's the same answer either way. Winterhold's fallen on hard times, to say the least. Most folk packed up and left years ago. A few of us are either too stubborn or too crazy to go, so we do our best to make a living. It's not much, but we get by. Very little money passes through Winterhold anymore, but if there's one thing you can count on, it's folks needing a drink now and then.
Unless I'm just trying to have a quiet drink here, all right?
Are we running low on meat?
Who are you to say what I should do? I'll pay her back when I'm ready.
Let's just keep an eye on the supply. It's such a chore to restock.
I suppose that's a benefit.
You're right. What would my forefathers think if they knew I wasn't paying my debts? Tell Haran I'll bring her the gold I owe. All right, then.
Just say the word if you need a drink or something to eat.
It's not like there's anything to do here but drink anyway.
We may not have as much to offer as Whiterun or Solitude, but we'll do what we can to make your stay a pleasant one. Thank you. He's not a bad man, just bad with his coins and his drink. My husband Dagger could tell you stories there. I have a couple of Ranmir's things that he traded to us back when he was still paying regularly. I say you've earned them.
I see. Well, let me know if things get out of hand.
Until next time. Now here's a woman I'm glad to see.
You ask me, not enough of Winterhold fell off into the sea.
If you've business with the college, you're welcome to stay here. It's where most of our business comes from, in fact. The mages are up in the college. You can ask them if they'll let you in. Then again, Nellikar might know. He's an old-timer from the college, but he has a room here. Well, not exactly. Listen, we're friends, right? I wonder if I could ask a favor of you. It's about Ranmir. Don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with him being here all the time. He mostly keeps to himself, and so far he's been able to pay. I just hate to see what's happened to him. He hasn't always been like this, you know. Drunk, I mean. Oh, he was a different person. Happy, outgoing, like anyone who's in love. See, Ranmir was involved with a pretty young woman named Isabel Rolaine. The two of them were very happy together, I thought. One day, she just disappeared. Ranmir was convinced she'd run off with someone else, leaving him behind. He turned to drinking. And what's left of him is what you see here every day. I'm not sure. I hope that maybe if she could be found, if he had some sort of explanation, that maybe he could put himself back together. I'm in no position to go searching for her, but perhaps you could. I'm afraid there's not much to be said. Winterhold is hardly what it used to be. You can talk to Birna if you need to buy anything. She doesn't have much, but could certainly use the coin. And then there's our little inn. Most of the business we get is from folks here to visit the college, though even that's dried up some. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. That's right. College of Winterhold, just north of town. Hard to miss. Until next time.
How long are we gonna let Ranmir drink himself into a stupor? When will enough be enough?
As long as he keeps paying, I suppose. He keeps to himself and isn't hurting anyone.
Oh, are you sure of that? I think Birna might disagree with you.
I don't deal with any college applicants.
I'll sell
these
just
days,
about anything
so
if it's
don't
worth my time. Keep that in mind, will
My
you?
days at the college are long behind me, but I prefer to stay close by. Who sent you? Was it the college? The Jarl? We agreed there would be no more questions. You're working with the Daedra? Right. Now tell me the one about the Argonian maid and the lusty baron. Just calm down. I'll tell you everything. What do you know about soul gems? They are, except the gem is always consumed. They're frail, except for one. Azura's Star, a Daedric artifact that allows any number of souls to pass through it. Some of us wanted to find out how. I was working under Malin Varan then. If only we knew what he was really planning. Malin wanted to alter the star. He was dying, diseased. He thought he could store his own soul inside, become immortal. It drove him mad. Students started dying. Eventually, the college exiled him. He took a few loyal disciples to Illinalta's Deep and vanished. Look, I don't care who asked you to find the star, but don't take it back to Azura. The Daedra are evil. They're the reason Malin went insane. I mentioned how the star is a soul gem, only it never gets depleted. There's another rule the artifact follows. You can only store white souls in the star belonging to the lesser creatures. Azura's magic won't allow black souls to enter it. As a mortal, Malin's soul was black, so part of his work was breaking past Azura's rules. He was close before. Well, I already told you. Azura is no ordinary Daedra. She commands an entire realm inside of Oblivion. The more Malin worked on the star, the more she was able to damn him. It started slowly at first. Malin would see things that weren't there. Then he would yell at students over words they hadn't said. Then one day I walked in and Malin had killed a student, and in a horrific moment of inspiration, he started using her soul for his work. The college would agree with you, but do you have any idea how many innocent lives were cut short just so Azura could have revenge? We're nothing to the Daedra. Pawns to move around, praise and punish as they see fit.
I don't want Irid playing those sorts of games.
All right,
No, gods no, not for years. I left Winterhold for some time and returned to stay here at the inn. I still have research that keeps me busy, and being here in Winterhold ensures I have access to former colleagues.
If there's anything you need, just let me know.
I'm just trying to have a quiet drink here, all right? What? Don't you say that name to me. Don't you dare. Ever. All right, then.
If you've business with the college, you're welcome to stay here. It's where most of our business
Just
comes
say the
from,
word
in
if you
fact.
need a drink or something to eat. Oh no, Dagger's been talking at you, hasn't he? Gotten you roped into his little plan to fix Ranmir's life. I'll tell you what I told him. Stay out of it. It's none of your business.
Oh, yes, quite.
Those aren't folks you want to get tangled
My
up with.
accommodations here continue to be just...
You'll wind up getting yourself
There
killed.
haven't been any...
Dagger shouldn't have said a word about it. I love
Are
the
you
man,
referring
bless
to
his
your
heart,
other
but he doesn't know the whole
No,
story.
everything is quite all right.
One night, Ranmir was in here like always, drinking himself to death. When I told him there was no more hunting
Well,
brew,
let
that he
me know if
drank
things
all of
get
it,
out of
he
hand.
got angry. He ranted at me. How I didn't know what he's been through. How Isabel broke his heart when she ran off with some thief named Vex. He said he'd even gone to Riften to try and find the bastard. I think maybe he was hoping they'd just kill him, and that'd be the end of it. Dagger never heard any of this, and I chose to keep it to myself. I'm only telling you so you don't get into trouble. Riften and thieves means trouble. Just leave it alone. No, there isn't, and I suggest you leave it at that. I don't want to see anyone get hurt over this. All right, then.
Unless you're... I'm just trying to have a quiet drink here, all right?
I'll sell just about anything. Take a look. Aye.
The Imperials think we need their laws.
Kraldar's family was once very powerful in Winterhold. It's my honor to assist him even now.
Winterhold may not look impressive, but it has... I'm afraid the Winterhold you see before you is somewhat underwhelming. I can assure you, though, that it was quite something in its prime. An early capital of Skyrim, you know. Sadly, the Oblivion Crisis took its toll on Winterhold, in more ways than one. Then, the Great Collapse swallowed most of our beloved city. Goodness, no. They're simply scholars. They mean no one harm. I've had several conversations with Archmage Haran over the years. Oh, he's perfectly polite, if a bit guarded. You may have noticed the college just to the north there. Very prestigious place. Mages from all over Tamriel traveled here to seek knowledge. After the Oblivion Crisis was over, many felt that magic users were to blame. Elves, to be specific. It created a great deal of tension. A good many dark elves were driven from the city, and people became uncomfortable with the presence of the college. Just about 80 years ago, there was a terrible disaster. The cliffs overlooking the Sea of Ghosts collapsed, taking most of Winterhold with them. In the middle of it all, the college was practically untouched. Many of the survivors were suspicious. Some believed the mages were behind the whole thing, and others felt they could have at least prevented it. Archmage Haran assures me that his people had nothing to do with it, and I believe him. But Winterhold never recovered. Until next time.
Kraldar's family was once very powerful in Winterhold. It's my...
My job is to serve the Jarl, not waste time talking with travelers. I don't really know anyone at the college. I guess everyone just assumes I do because I'm a Dunmer. Me? Nothing. And I hope to keep it that way. The Jarl is convinced I have some connection with the college, so he goes easy on me. Maybe you'd like to help me keep up appearances. Old Nellakar has a mage's staff in his room in the frozen hearth. It'd be good to have that staff, in case the Jarl starts wondering if I actually have a real connection to the college. Thanks. I'll be waiting for it. Safe travels.
What's your business here in Winterhold? It does. The college has caused enough problems. Don't need you or anyone else adding to them. If you're not here for the college, then you've little other reason to be in Winterhold at all. Winterhold has lost much of its history, and with that much of its power. I aim to change that. I've heard rumors of the resting place of the Helm of Winterhold, the very same helm that Jarl Hansa wore in the First Era. Hansa was in line to be High King of Skyrim, you know. Having that might get the ear of the other holds, and give me some authority. Good. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for your return. Look around you. Winterhold is in this state because of those damn mages. They sit up there in their tower, doing gods know what, and who watches over them? The guards don't even dare go up there, unless they've no choice. What's there to tell? It's mostly gone now, thanks to those damn mages in the college. Someday there'll be proof they caused the Great Collapse. Most of the city just dropping off into the sea. That doesn't just happen. Aye.
Courier will be the first to tell you that if it weren't for that college, we'd all... Winterhold might yet thrive if that college had never been built.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them.
I told you what you wanted to know. What else could you want? I don't deal with any college applicants these days, so don't bother asking.
Now here's a woman I'm glad to see.
The Imperialists think us all lawless beasts.
My job is to serve the Jarl, not waste time talking with travelers. This should come in handy. Here, let me show you a few tricks I've learned about buttering up royalty. Safe travels. Azura's wisdom to you, friend. I don't really know anyone at the college. I guess everyone just assumes I do because I'm a Dunmer.
Is that one of the old ruins? got a bad feeling about this.
You want to talk to me after everything you've done?
You're that visitor been poking around. I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. Nobody trusts those mages way up north in their college. Gods only know what they do up there. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Until next time.
You're new around here, so I'll go easy on you. But don't get on my bad side.
Watch the skies, traveler.
Good dog. Get me mad, and I'll prank you. And not a little, a lot.
You don't look like a pilgrim. Why bother visiting Ivarstead?
Pardon me, my lady. Would you care to hear me play my lute? No, I'm sorry. You must have me mistaken for someone else. I've never even heard that name before. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. Please, I beg you, don't tell Sibi where I am. He'll kill me. Sibi's been spreading lies about me. You must hear me out. Sibi and I were to be married. We were supposed to be happy together forever. Then I found that wretched poetry from Svana. When I confronted Sibi about it, he threatened to kill me. I was scared, so I told my brother Wolfur. He went to talk to Sibi for me and Sibi killed him. My brother wasn't even armed. When I heard what Sibi did, I fled. And now you found me, and you're going to tell him where I am. A pleasant journey, milady.
Here for friends like you are hard to find, and very valuable.
Watch it!
Roll!
You.
Don't suppose you'd want to take that fire somewhere else? You know, somewhere away from me?
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Too long since we had a good bandit raid.
I'm right behind you. What do you want me to carry? I've got your back. Lead on.
Hail, summoner. Conjure me up a warm bed.
I'm right behind you. What do you want me to carry? Let's get going then.